Hello everybody, live market rundown for Thursday the 14th of September. Before we get into the markets, I want to answer the question that Kani asked in the bootcamp. And that is, how do we identify an area of interest in the markets? Now, the area of interest is the the third step in a strategy. The first step is market structure. So let's say we are in a bullish trend with a higher high into a higher low and then a higher high. Second part is we have price flow that must confirm market structure. Now, what is price flow? This is impulsive and this is corrective. As long as we're getting impulses with the trend and corrections against the trend, we know the market structure is valid and we are most likely going to continue in market structure. But then, how do we know, in this case, which is a long, that we are about to form a higher low? And that is with the area of interest. Now, what makes up an area of interest? Three things make up an area of interest. I'll actually take you guys towards a great example we are having right now on Australian dollar, US dollar on the 4-hour chart. Here we have the three components that make up an area of interest. The first component is a pullback. So we can see very clearly that we have an area right here where the market has been moving very strongly. You can tell this by the wicks. So the 4-hour has made a bunch of wicks here, and it actually made those wicks on here as well. So this is resistance that gets taken out and retested as support. So that is the pullback. Second part is the fib retracement levels. So when we pull our fib over here, we can clearly see that we have the 50% Fibonacci retracement area that is perfectly being respected. So I'll just clean that up and leave the fib extension. The fib extension, but also the 50%. Then we have our third, and this is a more advanced level. This is the imbalance. Imbalance happens when wicks are not touching, indicating large orders have been put into the market at that point, creating a move that moves so quickly that the wicks don't touch each other. If you look very closely, here all the wicks touch each other. But here, this wick doesn't close with this wick. So that is very interesting. And you can tell when we come into this area, it reacts very strongly. Now, the news yesterday created a very long wick. But in reality, if we zoom in a time frame, we can see that this actually just took out liquidity, which is fake support, took out liquidity, and then they stepped into the market with a huge candlestick formation. So this is actually the first pair I want to discuss with you guys. This is a 4-hour move that is going, but we are not taking this on the 4-hour because the daily is bearish. So we're zooming in one and taking this on the 1-hour. So I'll show you guys real quick how this looks. If we zoom into the 1-hour, we can clearly see we have a break of structure here, and now we are flowing bullish on the 1-hour in line with the 4-hour trend, and we still have room towards the 4-hour fib extension you see above right here. So what I'm waiting on now is, yet again, you guessed it, because we have the structure already, now I'm waiting for the price flow, and then I will be looking for an area of interest to buy off of in the 1-hour in line with the 4-hour trend. This is Australian dollar, US dollar. Then we have USD JPY. The 4-hour is bearish. We have started our move with a huge bearish engulfing on the 4-hour. So we look into the 1-hour, and that engulfing actually broke structure as it tends to do. So now I'm looking into the 1-hour and I'm seeing beautiful levels of imbalance, what is part of the area of interest. We also have these equal wicks right here that could be looked at as equal highs. So what I'm looking for now is to see how it comes in here and how it reacts because of this liquidity. If this actually is liquidity that the big players have used to take orders from, we will see a candlestick formation, and then we will be selling on the 15-minute in line with the 1-hour. USD CAD. Let's check this out. Top down, daily and 4-hour are correcting. We still have some downside to go. The 1 hour is bearish, so we can see that once we make the reaction and everything we need for the entry, we can zoom into the 15-minute and take sells in line with that. Then the watch list of things that are actually ready to go right now. First off is GBP JPY. The 1 hour is bullish but correcting, making the 15-minute bearish. We have beautiful move down on the 15-minute. We are now on our way correcting up. There is a higher time frame imbalance here being the 4 hour. As we are looking right now at the 15-minute chart, just know that 4 hour imbalance is up 2 levels in time frames. So this makes it extremely powerful. Now, we'll have to see if it actually makes it there, but if it doesn't, we'll have to check out how the 1 hour is moving. But I'm pretty confident that we will be making it there and thereby completing the multiple leg correction that we're always looking for. So that is GBP JPY. After that setup forms, I'll actually be selling on the 3-minute chart. CAD JPY, as you can tell straight away, this is very similar. 1 hour is bullish, 15-minute is bearish because we have confirmed our 1 hour higher high with a break of structure. So now I'm waiting for the correction to be formed into this 15-minute level of imbalance. Once we get the setup on the 15 minutes, I will be selling on the 3 minutes. NZD USD is also very interesting. Very similar to that very first pair we described, which was Australian dollar, US dollar. As you know, it both has the US dollar as a second pair, and the New Zealand dollar is very similar to the Australian dollar, so it is not a surprise that this is actually quite similar. But what is the main difference on this one is the fact that we have already closed above the 4 hour point in structure, so it actually confirms that this move has already started. So we can zoom into the 1 hour and actually take entries on this one. So now I'm just waiting, yet again, like on Australian dollar, US dollar, for the correction to come down into an area of interest. And then I will be buying on the 1 hour itself, possibly adding on the 15 minutes, but only doing so until we reach that 4 hour fib extension above right here. Because as you know, once we reach the higher time frame fib extension, we tend to break structure on the time frame below. So I hope you found that interesting. A lot of things to discuss. Great watch list, to be honest. I'll keep you guys updated and best of luck in the markets.